I love that music. That's the best way to start any morning or any time this show comes on. Welcome, guys, to Living 757. Good to have you guys join us once again, and we are here together once again.
Yes, I'm glad you guys.
Yeah, I don't know.
Excited to see.
I don't know what that was.
Oh my God!
Like, are you
Just
afraid? That's
excited.
a wave. That's like the emoji that just has the face and the two hands. It's like
Yes.
What is that emoji doing?
absolutely the same thing
He's
that all the
excited. He's
emojis.
happy to see you. I'm happy to see you, so I do this.
Yeah, well, ladies, I have like a little discrepancy with scheduling. Now, you have a child that's in school, right? I clearly have a high schooler. But I've noticed in this area, spring break, because we're coming upon springtime, spring break is different for so many places in this area. Like, my daughter's spring break is in April, but some other kids' spring break is in like March, like at the beginning of March.
But
Like,
I think that's based on education, like schools-wise, if it's middle school, if it's college, right? It's different for them.
No, it should be based on the
I know.
757.
It should be
Right?
one day. I think, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, like if you're trying
Well,
to
yeah.
vacation with people, we'd be like, oh, I can't because my kids'
good
spring break
question.
is this week and mine is this week.
It
So
should be universal, but it should definitely happen when it's warm outside. Like, what's the use in spring break if you're going out in a scarf and hat and gloves?
Yes,
literally-
that means still winter.
It makes no sense.
we just finished celebrating winter break, and here we are, spring breaking.
I mean, we had, what, 3 winter breaks because of the snow?
right, and I missed all of them. Hey, you know what it is, player.
He was getting norovirus on a cruise
Yes,
ship.
you always miss the cool part. Well, for you not, because you
Pun
just avoid
intended.
it. But yes, Quincy, being fair with you, March 20 is actually the official day for the spring.
Okay.
So, and
See,
before
I feel
that, you
like
can
that's
celebrate.
wrong too, because it's still cold then.
I know, but that's what the calendar says, so we have to go with something.
Says the person who couldn't wait for summertime to be over. I'm done with you.
I know.
Yes.
But before that, before spring break,
Yeah.
we can celebrate actually St. Patrick's Day. You know, there's a lot of events going on here in the Hampton Road area.
Yeah, St. Patrick's Day.
Yes. Do you guys know what is a bar crawl?
Who?
A bar crawl?
Bar crawl. Yeah, I didn't know. I had to look at it.
She.
I know, I'm sure you know. So I didn't know that
Yeah.
you can buy a ticket actually and get access to all the participant venues or
Right.
the bars that are going to be participant on that, and you just have fun all day long, like from 4 p.m. to midnight.
And look, see, that's
it
the
is
best part is that
amazing.
everybody dresses up.
Yeah, that
So
is
this
actually
is the St.
super
Patrick's
cool.
Day one where everybody's wearing green and dressed like leprechauns and they have shamrocks. But like
Yes.
there's also one like around Christmas and everybody's dressed like Santa and they call it Santa Con.
I love it. It's this
Well,
time.
it was fun back when I could hang. I can't hang anymore.
I'm
But
sure
it's fun to watch everybody
I'm
else
sure
try
it's
to
still
hang.
fun for the people that still celebrating
Yes.
St. Patrick's Day. This is more than 5 venues. With a ticket, you also can have 2 or 3 shots included on the ticket or a drink. But they
be
have
ready to go
they have an
night-night.
after party, a crazy after party. I don't know. I was thinking that we should go in.
There's an after
Okay.
party after you crawl to each
I mean,
bar.
and that's what the name, I want to get to that point. Now it makes sense why they call it bar crawl, because I believe you come to your house like this at the end of the day because you have drinks on different venues.
Yeah.
That's what I
but
would
you
have to do.
Hold up, time out.
No.
Did you see the description of how she's crawling?
Okay.
Apparently, she's double fisted. She's still got the drinks in her.
No.
She's taking her drinks home with her or she's the Walking
No,
Dead.
no, I'm gonna say this. If you really
like
want to enjoy
zombie
these
crawling.
events, go and have fun, but make arrangements to go back home so you can have Uber or just a friend that is not, I don't know. Just
Yeah, a
make sure
designated
that you
driver.
get home safe,
There you go.
please.
Cool.
Yep.
Yes.
All right,
Yep.
now, you know, clearly, as we saw in there, people are celebrating St. Patty's Day. And this episode, we have a guest a little bit later on. So I got to pinch you ladies
Ow!
because you don't have
You
any-
don't have green either.
You don't have green?
What are you talking about?
Where's
I got
your green?
green
That's,
pants.
that's not green.
These are green. Look at the this is green.
Oh, thank you, Anna. Okay, now you can say that you have green.
Here's the thing. Those are gray. Your pants are gray.
Oh, okay.
Okay, this one goes first.
First of all, y'all don't understand the color chart. These pants are
Somebody
green.
Okay.
skipped AP colors in elementary
These
school.
are green.
And
gray.
I don't understand. Like, this may not be leprechaun green, but
See
are y'all
this?
happy?
This is green.
Okay.
See that? That is green.
Okay. All right. It's done.
That is gray, like your heart on holidays.
Well, the fact is, I have some green on, and there's so many things to celebrate this
Yes.
month of March. In addition to that, it's obviously Women's History Month. Now, as you guys already know, or as we've already talked about earlier this month, the Moving Forward Together theme is the theme of 2025, where women educating and inspiring generations. So,
Yes.
so cool, and March is dedicated to Women's History Month all month.
That's right. And each week we're going to be shining a light on somebody different who made an impact in the length of women's history. And this time we're going to talk about a woman named Elizabeth Blackwell. She was the very first woman in the United States to earn a medical degree. And she made it her mission in life to be an advocate for other female medical doctors and providers. How cool.
Yeah.
Like coming from a time when they were saying like women can't be doctors,
Oh, absolutely.
and to be the very first one to break down barriers and say the sky's the limit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, congratulations. And that's why we celebrate the
Yes.
the historic
Yes.
accomplishment.
Thank
Don't
you
move so
to
much.
Dr.
I'm afraid.
Blackwell for her historic
Historic.
contribution.
Historic contribution.
Yeah.
That's right. And I love it because I always learn something new every week
Oh yeah,
when you guys bring it up.
for sure. Now, I know that there's a couple of other events.
There are.
Yeah. I cannot remember.
Yes, the YWCA
Oh, yes.
is doing a fun event.
Yes, actually, this is an event that they recognize every year. Hampton Records announces Women's of Distinction Class of the 2025. The theme this year is Rejuvenation Experience. This is gonna be March 2025 at the Rivers Casino, and everyone is invited to join and honor the remarkable achievements of these outstanding women during Women's History Month. You know, this is amazing that we have these kind of events, so when we can recognize women's achievements and all their contribution.
Oh yeah, oh
Yes, I
yeah.
love
So many huge events, and continuing on with the cool things that are also happening in March. There's the MEAC basketball tournament. So for folks that don't know, that's the Mid-Eastern Atlantic Conference, okay? And it has teams from, like from here, like Norfolk State, all the way down south to like South Carolina's squad. So,
Wow.
but big shout out to that South Carolina State University. But this tournament is going to be going on March 12th through the 15th, okay?
Yeah.
So you guys get your tickets, get out there and enjoy some fun tournament basketball, and hopefully, and you just never know, like Hampton University used to be a part of this conference, but Hampton University and Norfolk State both made history some years ago when they knocked off top seed teams as the lowest seed team. So
That is true.
we're doing big things right here in
Yes.
Hampton Roads area. So
Of course, we
yeah.
have so much talent in this.
Oh yeah, so much talent, and the talent is growing. And if you're looking for something a little bit lighter and entertaining, enjoy the Globetrotters, folks.
Yes,
The Globetrotters.
this
If
is
you've
one of
never
my
seen
favorite
one of that,
shows.
come and check out the Globetrotters. They are dunking, they are doing trick shots, they're spinning, and it's a total show of entertainment. So this is going to be on the campus of ODU at the Chartway Arena, if you guys have ever been there. So, but a lot of fun, a lot
Wow.
of cool stuff. So get out there and enjoy some Harlem Globetrotter basketball for some entertainment. Cool.
You went there before, right?
Oh, multiple times.
Yes, I love it.
Do you
That's
know
one
what
of
I
my
think of
favorite
when I think
shows.
of the
It's amazing.
Globetrotters?
Who?
The Blippi episode.
The Blippi.
You can tell I have
Look at where
little
she's
kids.
going, Blippi. No, that is a great show to enjoy with your kids. Yes,
Yes.
amazing.
And you know
the
what? We
tricks
have-
that you do is amazing. Sorry.
It's okay. We have a spicy show for you guys coming up today. I'm getting my taste buds tingling with Newland hot sauce.
That is right, and I will be crafting with little plans later on the show.
Oh yeah, and then later there's Carl Meekins with a must-see music video. But coming up next, we got a special guest councilman with a very catchy name. Stick
Yes.
around, folks. It's the coolest show in town. You like my hat?
Ooh, I love it.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Living 757. Quincy, our next guest, he brings over 20 years of professionalism and also community leadership to his role. And today, we want to hear everything, all the news and the vision for the residents of Virginia Beach. Let's welcome to the show District 7 Virginia Beach Councilman Jackson Green Jr. In other words, Cash Green.
Hey, how's
How are
everything
you?
going?
Hello, everyone. I'm excited to be here. Thank you for having me on your show.
No problem. Well, you know I got to get started with this question. How did you earn the nickname Cash?
You know, it comes from working in the car industry, and I would be a gentleman that would work every day.
Yeah.
And then my wife says, I need you to make us a lot of money. And so eventually, my customers start calling me Cash, and my wife started echoing that. So it quickly became a name that stuck.
Nice.
I love it. Well, she was right.
Right.
Yes, she was right.
Yes. Well, now, can I call you Cash Green, right?
Yes,
Cash.
please.
So one of I know you've been working very close with the community in Virginia Beach, but one of your points is public safety, and I know this is one of priorities for you on your agenda for this 2025. How do you want this make it happen? Like, how are you gonna develop this? Public safety.
Community policing, public safety, and in that term, public safety, I mean community policing. Community policing. And what that means is that the beat or patrol officers have a connection with the community, where the community knows them and they know the community. Public safety works best when law enforcement and community work hand in hand.
Yes.
Gotcha. So with you being involved in so many things as part of the Virginia Beach community, as a whole, can you tell us a little bit about this I believe it's Level Green Park?
Yes. So College Park, within College Park is Level Green Boulevard. We've experienced some crime in that area. Matter of fact, we've had some tragic crimes from 2019 to 2020, and then later we had some more tragic youth crime that happens. So what we're going to do is reimagine that park to give young people a place to have activities, and so they're not just bored and they're committing petty crime. We're going to get them involved, so we're going to have a splash park. It's going to be the first of its kind. We're going to partner with Parks After Dark, where that's partnering with the Parks and Recs, and as well as the police department. We're going to have activities for kids to do. We're going to get the community involved. So Level Green will have a reimagined, first ever in Virginia, a splash park.
Nice.
So we're going to give people an opportunity to do things and not be bored. Come out of their houses.
Yes.
Well, it looks like I'll be out there.
Yeah, well, yes, and you have to bring your daughter. And I love that vision. I think it's very important to work in our youth and just create more stuff for them to have fun. Now, you also are very close with the community, with your wife and your family, and do so much for the community. Like, how community get involved and you motivate them to be part of this process?
Yeah. One of the things that I'm motivating residents to do is to be involved on our boards and commissions to understand how local government works. We want you to volunteer one day out of the month. Sometimes it's 1 hour, but you can have a process. You can be involved in the process for local government of making your city better, for more rec centers, public libraries, parks and recs, reimagining how your parks look. You can make them more attractive. But in order to do that, we want you to be involved on our boards and commissions.
Yes.
Awesome.
And that's actually a very good news for the residents, because I don't think everybody is aware that they can be part of these boards.
Right.
And that makes a huge difference for the residents.
Oh yes, it certainly
It
does.
does.
Now, I know our time is short, so really briefly, can you tell us about the expansion of that Centerville? I think it's the road construction on
Turnpike.
Centerville Road. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really quickly.
Yes. Yes, well, we want to make traffic flow
Okay.
at around 3 p.m. When we have a large population of the military, school, and it's just very congested. So
Okay.
we're going to plant trees along the side. We are going to enlarge it to where we can have more traffic flowing to the right and to the left. We're going to expand Centerville Turnpike. So instead of it bottling up, we're going to allow for an easy flow, which is going to reduce any type of traffic jam or you have a mental health issue when it comes to traffic.
There we
We're
go.
going to improve the quality of people's lives.
Yes,
That's
yes.
what we
and
need.
Yes,
Thank you.
that's what we need and that's what we all want. Well, thank you so much for stepping today here at Living 757. You have a great plans and I hope the community can jump on and help you and be volunteers also for all these projects, Quincy.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Cash Green.
Thank you, Kash.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yes.
No problem. You know, Patricia, I love to see the enthusiasm that change brings throughout the 757. In fact, things are heating up in another part of the area with our next guest.
Yes, Quincy, it's getting hot in here. As somebody who loves a little spice and also considers herself a foodie, I am stoked about our next guest. She says that her hot sauce is farm to flavor, and I am super excited to try it. Let's welcome Crystal from Newland Hot Sauce. Hi.
Hi, nice to meet you.
I was reading the description for this segment, and it said that you do wine tastings with hot sauce, and I was like, this is a girl after my own heart.
I always call it a weird wine tasting. That's what I do at my
Yes.
farm markets. We'll go one at a time, not in increasing heat, but on a flavor journey.
Okay.
Just the way you would wine.
Well, let's dive right in. Let's get started, and then I'll ask you some questions as we go along.
Okay,
All right.
let's do.
What are we trying first?
So these are directed in a flavor journey. So we're gonna start with my first two all-purpose, just different from each other sauces. So we're gonna start with roasted red pepper.
Okay.
Little hint of lime juice.
Okay.
So we can either put it on a chip or a sample spoon that's eco-friendly.
Oh, cool.
So you just crimp the backside,
Like
just like
this?
a little spoon.
oh,
Yep.
cool.
So very first flavor ever made, flagship, firstborn.
Oh, that's really good.
So definitely all-purpose, has a drive towards tacos as well.
That's what I was
Little
about to
cumin
say.
in there.
Yeah.
Yes, so taco restaurants, definitely a place for that one. This
Okay.
right here, Norfolk Hot Mermaid, smoky citrus.
Okay.
As an ode to the city that I manufacture in
Oh,
and grew up in.
that's
as well.
really, really good.
Thank you. So think about breakfast eggs, sandwiches, wraps. I'll get back to it. Up here, we've had Cisco distribution with these two flavors and primarily thinking seafood restaurants. So there,
Okay.
that's a swap with Tabasco for oysters.
Yep.
Very big on brightening up oysters. So right here, seasonal, coming out for right now for spring and summer. Hot citrus sun, pineapple lime. So think about fish tacos.
Ooh.
Makes a really great homemade salsa.
Oh, I could drink that.
Just what I'm about is really adding a burst of flavor and brightness
Right.
to your food.
So what does that mean? What does farm to flavor mean?
We have a family farm. It is in Pasquotank County, Carolina.
Okay.
So I grew up in Norfolk, Virginia. We went every Saturday to where my grandmother was, grew everything. My dad had soybeans for market. He worked at Ford. You know, it was always kind of a part of my life having family grown food. And my
Okay.
parents would give it away. They never took money for the stuff that we did as part of the family. Then scrolling forward, I had, 2.5 years of dentistry. And while I was at the tail end of owning a dental lab, I was offered the opportunity to sell the first 4 cases of flavors I ever
Okay.
had to a restaurant. And then that restaurateur proceeded to say, I think you could have a business here. So through time, we started growing hot peppers on the family farm.
Okay.
So we went from family produce to hot peppers, and we grow some of them now, not all of them. and they are a part of what this is. So
I love it. Let's keep trying.
let's do that. So brand new flavor, banana pepper, apple, white grape, za'atar seasoning. Definitely deli sandwiches. A friend of mine and I crushed a bottle on a tuna deli sub with the first bottle I made of that.
That's really, really good.
And you can put it on pizza, bright burst.
Yep.
This is a big favorite, dill pickle, pickled cucumbers, tomatillos, fresh dill, Mr. Picklesworth.
I love pickles. Oh yeah.
So deviled eggs, hummus, Bloody Mary boost.
And
Right
all
here.
of these taste so different from each other.
They are, and that's kind of why I arranged this in a flavor journey rather than an escalating heat. So
Okay.
Chesapeake Bay, this is the second of 2 flavors that received Cisco distribution. So I'm right now trying to build that segment of my business up. My mix of Old Bay, Worcestershire, horseradish, fresh lemon.
Okay.
I use that like an A1 on blackened tuna. Right here, little hotter, simpler. We just got done with a whole bunch of seasonings, so now we're doing fresh juice carrot, brighten with lemon juice. Carrot can be kind of sweet.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll use that sweetness and other flavors to not add sugar.
Okay,
But here, I wanted to brighten it.
Okay, let's keep going.
Honey, apple, Caribbean spices. Now I want to follow that with lesser hot and sweet. So some of the seasonings that are in there kind of might be familiar with jerk seasoning.
Yep.
Created with ODU, Go Blue, blueberry, fig, fennel, hickory, and that one reads like a jammy barbecue sauce.
It does. That one's really good.
First thing I made was a dill pickle brined chicken thigh and basted it at the end with that, and it was the most amazing barbecue chicken.
Ooh.
Right now, coming back out for spring, I'm a vendor with Festivents at the Bayou Festival. It will be soon. That flavor was made with them. They created a banner for me for that.
Nice and Cajun.
Creole, want beans and rice and shrimp. A really unique flavor, ube purple yam, pineapple, ginger, sesame, lime. So pot
Asian.
stickers, one thing I did with that recently was I added that to coconut milk and powdered peanut butter, and made almost like a Thai satay.
So good.
Using that.
We
3
are
more.
running out of time.
The pizza, we're gonna do it quick. Vidalia onion spicy gravy, and maple ending on a sweet note.
How many flavors is that?
I think you've done about
A lot of
4 or
flavors
8.
in 5 minutes.
I've got a total of 20 in the arsenal. Bloody Marys, vinaigrette, cherry dye rub.
They all taste amazing. Your information is on the screen. I'm gonna try to get through this without drooling. That was a lot of hot sauce in a short amount of time. We gotta take a break. Thank you so much for joining us,
Thank
Crystal. When we come back, it's hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil, plus cake. Don't go anywhere.
This segment is brought to you by Stanton Optical.
Book an eye exam or walk into Stanton Optical today to meet with one of our eye care specialists for same-day eye exams and same-day glasses. Stanton Optical. Easy's our thing.
Hey guys, welcome back to Living 757. Now, around here, we all know Patricia is a world traveler, but a question I have for her is, Patricia, where is the beef, right? Well, I think she may have stumbled across it on her recent trip to Georgia via the Farm Bureau's passport program. So let's see where she ended up this time.
Hi guys, I traveled all the way from Virginia Beach to the beautiful place here, Appalachian Mountains in Georgia, and I'm here with my beautiful co-host, Tori Glass from our sister show, Locally Florida. How are you?
I'm doing great. That's right, Patricia. We are here at the Mountain Valley Farm, exploring all the different farms on the Georgia Farm Bureau Passport Program. So we're continuing our tour today, and I'm really excited to go check out the farm store here at Mountain Valley Farms.
Yes, can't wait to have fun. Kelly, how important is that? I know you are a huge part and very involved with the farmers. How important is for you guys to help them?
It's so important, and we do that through supporting our farmers and helping them to be able to continue in production. One of the ways is when there's natural disasters, we step in. We have really good relationships with other ag partners so we can come together and raise money for them. We did that in the last 2 big hurricanes that we had. It's one of the first money relief that farmers have because it does take the government a while to be able to help farmers out. And so they need help in the interim. And so we're able to jump in. Another way that we help farmers is we give them a voice, both like on the legislative here at our state capitol, but also on the national level. Another way we do it is through a lot of continuing education for farmers. There's so much information that is still going on, and we also provide money for grants for research to happen. And then I'm a little biased, but my favorite way that we help farmers is helping tell their story. And so we do that through our different magazines and videos that we have, like the Farm Monitor. But we also do it in a very tangible way, which is the Farm Passport.
Yes, I love the Farm Passport, and that's what brought us here to the Mountain Valley Farm. You know, y'all are not just advocates for the farmers themselves, but also for the community, because you get to educate others on what the farm does, what their specialties are, and then invite them over to the farm so that they can experience it for themselves. So that's what we're doing here today, right?
Yes, I'm so excited to show you guys around.
Kelly, where are we today?
We're at the centerpiece of the farm. We're at the farm store.
Oh, I love it.
Now, I heard that they have every imaginable cut of beef and pork here, and I want to see some of the meats that are provided at this farm store.
Absolutely. What is so special about the cows that are produced on this farm is that they are pasture raised, so they have an amazing quality of life. Hormones are never added, antibiotics are never added, and they are treated super humanely. Every cut of meat, we know that it's quality. Like, the farm has its name on it, so they're keeping really good tabs on how they're feeding their animals so that they know what the end product is. I think what's so amazing about the quality too is that we're not talking about like a mass general production. We're talking about a family farm. They do it because they want to feed their own family and they want to feed their neighbors that are around them. Okay, so we've got some pork that is also raised on the farm. These pigs are, again, pasture raised. Their breeding is more heritage and traditional versus like just breeding for production and size. So you can breed to like have an animal grow quick and fast, or you can breed an animal to grow a little bit slower but have a different, like, more flavorful taste.
Yes.
And so again, you're prioritizing your end product over production or money. Jersey cows may not have the highest production or volume, but they have a really great fat content in their milk, which makes it super flavorful. And Tori, another cool thing about Mountain Valley Farm is their tallow products that come from their farms. So they've got like a whipped cream tallow that's a moisturizer for your body, but also they've got different types of chapstick.
So what exactly is tallow?
So tallow is a very specific type of beef fat that is very pure and very moisturizing.
Oh, okay. That sounds great for skin.
Yes, exactly. All right, so we saw the fillets, the ribeyes, and the pork chops, but there are so many different types of cuts that they have. So they can help you pick out any kind of cut that you're looking for.
Wow.
It looks really good.
Yes.
Kelly, thank you so much for having us and sharing all this information with us about Mountain Valley Farms. We've learned so much today.
I'm so glad that y'all came, and also don't forget to get your passport stamped.
What a great time, Tori. We had so much fun today and we learned a lot.
Yes, there were so many things in that farm store that I wanted to take home with me.
Oh
From
my gosh.
incredible cuts of meat, beef, pork, to the tallow lotion.
Yes.
They have it all. And Mountain Valley Farm is right in the backyard.
Yes.
Whether you're in Florida, Georgia, Virginia, you should make a stop over here to check out all they have to offer.
Yes, and also it's a place that you can bring your family and friends and have fun. What a great time. We learned so much.
We did learn a lot. Be sure to check out the next farm that we go to on our passport tour.
Thank you.
Oh my God, I have so much fun, guys. You have no idea. Thank you so much to the Farm Bureau because they invite us to be there. It's so many farms that you can visit. It's something super cool to do with your family and with your kids. It was a little bit cold, chill that day.
I can tell.
Yes, you were probably see my eyes, but no, it was amazing.
Good.
Great experience.
Now, what I have to say about that is, Ashley, you are halfway to being a farmer because I know that you have chickens, but when are you gonna get some cows?
Yes,
When
now
you
you
get
need the
some
cows.
beef on the yard.
You know, when I have a yard big enough for a cow, or when you're gonna come clean up the poop.
Well, I guess you'll never have that. Cool. All right,
Okay.
what are we doing with these
what
bowls?
are we doing here? It
Okay,
looks like
so
we're
you guys
making a
know that
cake.
our producers like to find fun things for us to do on social media. I should say fun with the quotes because this one is going to be a little bit different than the rest.
Okay.
I'm not going to be able to see.
Okay.
She's not going to be able to hear. She's going
I'm
to put in
gonna
some
be wearing
earbuds. Quincy's not going to be able to talk. So I guess we're gonna try to make a cake.
Yeah, so
We'll
So
see
first
how this
up,
goes.
you're not gonna be able to
We're
talk
normally a hot
too.
mess, and this is bound to be
So,
more messy than the
You're
rest.
not talking anymore from now on, Quincy Carr. So, oh, sorry, come here. Okay, I don't, just put it in your mouth right there.
All right.
Don't move.
I can't talk.
It's too tight?
Stop talking.
No? You can't talk.
Ow!
I'm not gonna, okay, let me see.
You got one
I'm
of my
sorry. I'm
curls.
so
Okay.
sorry.
You have to be delicate.
Okay, I'm gonna remove this, so I'm gonna lose time.
Y'all are a mess. This is
Reality.
already a mess.
Put your earpieces in.
I am putting my earpiece, okay? Well, Quincy's in. Music, please. Ooh, Mark Anthony. Okay. Wait, we need to bake. Okay. This is so.
Okay.
Okay. First of all, first step, bottom and side of the pan. Cake mix. And then the water. You need eggs.
Wait,
White eggs.
wait.
And oil. Quincy.
Uh-oh.
Soñar tan cierto. This is hard to do, guys. With Mark Anthony in my ears. Okay, you have the mix, the cake. Quincy, we need water. We need eggs and water.
Wait!
And then oil.
Ow!
Tan-tan-tan-tan-tan.
Okay.
Ooh,
What's
is a
this?
good way to make
Where's
a
the
cake.
measurer?
We need water. Use this one, Quincy.
Somebody give me the measure. How much water?
Okay.
How
No, no.
much water?
Water, just a cup of water.
A cup. Is this the cup?
Egg. We need egg whites. White eggs. Quincy.
Somebody tell me where to stop.
Okay. We need eggs and oil. Come on, Quincy. Focus. Concentrate in your cake.
Guys, I think I'm wet.
Okay. Go. Keep going. Keep going. Oil. Eggs. We need another egg. Come on, Quincy. I'm completely lost here. This is so awesome. No. What are you doing? Ashley, you have to stir for 30 seconds.
Okay.
Okay.
What?
And you need to add that oil. Oil. Quincy, oil. Okay. Okay.
Which one?
You need to put oil.
You guys.
There you go. Okay, now you need to continue with the cake. Okay, give me this.
What?
Right there. Dale. You have to do that for 30 seconds.
Okay.
No, 2 minutes. And then we need. It says 2 minutes. Keep doing it. We don't have a blender. Okay, keep going. You have to keep going. And you didn't put the 3 eggs? It was 3 eggs. Quincy. Okay, keep going, Ashley. Keep going. And now you have to put the color, the green color, because okay, right there. No, it's open.
What?
Just squeeze it.
All right. Yeah.
Just squeeze.
So look, they said that I can talk
There you
now.
go. More.
I don't know what this looks
Okay.
like. Y'all, look at this
What?
nasty crap.
¿Qué pasó?
We gotta get ready to get up out of here.
Quincy, you don't.
Ashley, look.
can talk.
first of all, my mouth itches. Okay. Secondly, secondly, this is what the thing. I hope it turns out right. And thirdly, we got to go to commercial break. Hold up. I hope you guys have on green like me. Because St. Patrick's Day is up next. So
You don't even have on green.
I do have on
You want
green.
some?
This is green. Oh my gosh. Oh, you know what? I'm done.
My chickens are going to be so mad.
That was- This segment is brought to you by Stanton Optical.
Book an eye exam or walk into Stanton Optical today to meet with one of our eye care specialists for same-day eye exams and same-day glasses. Stanton Optical. Easy's our thing.
Welcome back to Living 757. This St. Patrick's Day, we decided to head all the way to Ireland, virtually, right?
Let's go.
So that we could learn the real history behind this holiday. And to do that, let's welcome our next guest, Reverend Tracy O'Connor. Hey, Tracy.
Hey, Ashley. Hey, Quincy.
Hey.
Great to be here. Thanks for having me on. It's great to be connected with you all the way from Ireland.
Yeah,
Thank
greetings
you so much for
from
joining us.
Virginia. Greetings.
Yes, yes. Let's get to it because we know that you have a lot of great information about this holiday that we love to celebrate. And my first question is, who exactly was St. Patrick?
Well, that's a good question, Ashley, because in fact, there aren't many known facts about St. Patrick, and in keeping with Ireland, there's a lot of myths and legends. But what we can say is that he was born and he lived around the 5th century, and he became a bishop later on in life. He brought Christianity to Ireland. However, before that, I think when he was a teenager, was captured as a slave because he was born in Britain, not in Ireland, surprise, surprise. So he was captured by Irish pirates for some reason, we don't know, and brought to Ireland, where he lived for about 6 years until he escaped, went back home. He obviously got to know the culture while he was here as a teenager, and it said that it formed his faith. In Ireland at the time, we practiced pagan faith. So the pagan faith is very much in tune with nature, with the earth, with the cycles and the rhythms. And when he went home to Britain and then decided he wanted to come back to Ireland to convert the Irish to Christianity, and that's where Christianity started in Ireland.
Okay. Now I know here in the States, anytime it comes to St. Patrick's Day, it's a bunch of green everywhere. Everyone's decorating everything just like we have on our set here. But how exactly do you guys celebrate St. Patrick's Day or St. Patty's Day, if there's a difference there in Ireland?
Yeah, well, pretty much green as well. Before, I suppose, up to maybe the 80s, it would have been very a solemn commemorative feast day paying tribute to St. Patrick. So it would have been a lot of church going, etc. Whereas now it's much more of a vibrant celebration of the richness of Irish culture. So yes, everything is green. We wear the shamrock.
Yeah.
There's, sometimes green beer. I don't think we go to as much of an extent as you do in green. But there is a lot of celebration, and like I said, it's much more of a richness and celebration of Irish culture with singing, music, pageantry, parades, etc. Like you would have there too.
Yeah.
I think Irish who emigrated to the States obviously brought the culture with them, and I think that's really what it's all about. That's what I love to celebrate actually about St. Patrick's Day, is because the whole world tends to go green for such a small country.
Yeah.
We've only got 5 million people. And nearly every country in the world goes green in some way, shape, or form. So for me, it's about bringing the heart of Ireland out to the world.
Oh, that's awesome.
I love it.
Yeah.
Now, from St. Patrick to the way we celebrate, there's a lot of like lore when it comes to the holidays. So where do like the leprechauns, the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, where does that stuff come from?
That's a good question.
Well, it's a really interesting question again, because myths, legends, the pot of the rainbow, the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. I mean, Ireland is known for its rain and its sun. So, you know, meteorologically, there's a lot of rainbows here, and the grass is very green. It's true. It's a very fertile land. The legends of the leprechauns would probably come from the ancient Irish mysteries, coming from the Tuatha Dé Danann, which was a race that ruled Ireland back in prehistoric times. And the leprechauns would have been depicting the essence of the magic of the land. And when we're connected with our heart and we make a wish, and this is something that we can really take for these times, connecting in with our heart and making a wish for what we would want for the better of all mankind. However, the leprechauns were tricksters too, so they would really play with you. You know, if you were on the wrong side of the fence, they would definitely trip you up. You know.
Yeah. Well, we definitely have that spirit here in the United States. I definitely know that. Thank you guys for sharing that with us.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for teaching us so much about the true history behind this holiday.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. Well, you stay safe out there. I know it's a little chillier out there than it is here, but stay safe and stay warm, all right?
Thank you, and happy St. Patrick's Day to you
Happy
all.
St. Patrick's Day.
Same to you. Wow. Well, Ashley, what a pretty cool lesson that we learned today, right?
Yeah.
Right. Now,
Several of them.
Yeah, several, right. Well, now it's time for Patricia to learn a lesson of her own, and this one, I think, involves a bottle of wine.
Hi, Quincy. Yes, I'm going to be learning a lot today, but for that, when you're learning something new, you need an expert. And my next guest, she is the expert. I'm going to welcome to the show Melissa from Roasted Rabbit Living Design. How are you, Melissa?
I'm great. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for being with us today. And I'm
you.
so excited because we're going to work and I'm going to learn how to build these beautiful succulent arrangements. How do you start with this business?
Well, I think that I've actually been dreaming this up my whole life. I've been always gardening with my mom, with my grandma, succulents that were part of our landscape because we lived in Southern California. So they were everywhere and they're just so easy to work with and design with. And so that's really where it was planted. The seeds were planted a long time ago.
I love it. You have so many designs here. So now we're going to build our own. I'm going to build one. So can you walk me through the process? What we need to do first?
Okay, so first we have our beautiful wine bottle that's cut.
Right
so
here.
this is a vintage wine bottle that's cut for our vessel.
Okay.
We're gonna take our succulents that are potted and we're gonna just simply take them out of their little planters in any way you wanna design it. So there's really no right or wrong way to do this. Sometimes I have a planning session where I'll look and play with positioning and color variations, how I want to form them, and then I'll start planting. So I just literally take them out of the little
So that will be
pots.
the first part of the process, right? So
Yeah.
we're gonna start, just take them out. Oh!
Put them wherever you want.
Whatever I want. Perfect.
Yeah.
I love these. And then just keep going with this one.
Yeah.
So that's a matter of the order, right?
It doesn't really matter the order. There's no right or wrong way to do it.
So you say your garden then, like you are eco-friendly. I know you.
Yes.
Ay. It's so pretty, that one. I was thinking I'm gonna break. So tell me a little bit about the process. You garden there, right? So where do you do that? Here in Virginia?
Yes, I do. So I have a nursery in Williamsburg where I grow all these succulents and I even forage for the moss. Everything is done by my own two little hands. So it's very important for me to keep it all under my own roof and make it sustainable.
Wow,
So,
and how that works? Like you had to get up early in the morning. I want to know everything. I want to know the details. How did you do it?
well, our climate is not really their best friend because they're desert-loving plants. So I have to make sure that it's always a certain temperature. I have to keep the humidity down. I have to make sure that I'm not getting any issues with too much rainfall. So I have an outdoor and indoor nursery where I'm growing both. So the babies are inside in the nursery and the juveniles, which are the ones that are this size, those are outside in the outdoor nursery. So
Wow.
it's a delicate dance,
I can see that.
but
So-
it's lots of fun.
Lots of fun. Well, you have workshops, right?
I do.
All over Hampton Roads area.
I do.
Where do you do these workshops, and how do people get in touch? Like, if I want to be a student and learn this technique, how do I do that?
So I have a website, of course, social media all over that. Here in Hampton Roads, I work with the Hermitage, which they are wonderful. They have a lot of events there. The Botanical Gardens, lots of different wineries and breweries.
Ah.
Yes, those are a lot of fun.
So I can do these and also
Yes.
enjoying a glass of wine. Oosh.
Yes, you can. It's even more fun with a glass of wine.
I'm sure of that. So now you took a big risk when you left your corporate job, 9 to 5, and you just decide to follow your dreams. How do you say, as an entrepreneurship, how do you recommend that to people? Follow your dreams.
It's a leap of faith, and you really have to have confidence in yourself no matter what anyone tells you, no matter what risks are involved. You have to be willing to really take a risk to follow your dream. And it's a scary thing, but it's worth all of it.
So you would say go for it. I love that.
Yep,
Well, how I'm
that's right.
doing?
You're doing
No,
great.
you look better than mine.
You're going to start to fill in with the moss.
Okay,
So
so
after you feel
this
like
one?
you're nice and full, you can start getting some moss in there and feeding it in. Yeah.
To make it full. So what
make
is
it
the next
full.
events that you have now lined up for this year?
I have so many workshops. I do them 3 days a week, so Fridays through Sunday every single week. The ones coming up here would be at Cafe Genevieve,
Okay.
which is a really cute little French bakery. We'll be making the beautiful birdhouse that has the succulents on the roof. And they can just look for me on my website to see where maybe they want to hang out and get creative.
That is amazing. Well, now it's look.
It's coming together.
It's coming together. I love it. Well, thank you so much. Your info was already there. If anybody want to contact Melissa, this is great. I really love it. This is so beautiful. You can do this for your own house.
That's right.
Yeah.
Mother's Day, all kinds of
all
gifts.
the events, all the occasions. Yes. Well, thank you so much, Melissa, for
Thank
stopping by
you.
and teach me how to do it. Thank you so much. Well, now we have to go to commercial break, but we're coming back with more music here on Living 7 by 7. Stay tuned.
This segment is brought to you by Stanton Optical.
Book an eye exam or walk into Stanton Optical today to meet with one of our eye care specialists for same-day eye exams and same-day glasses. Stanton Optical. Easy's our thing.
Welcome back to Living 757. I'm so excited, guys, because look at the final product. I have the chance to finish this
Oh, wow.
over the
It's so
commercial
pretty.
break.
I
and
was
it's
wondering
so
where
cute.
you were during the commercial break.
I was right here working. I was right here.
Working on it. And
Look
these
at
are
this, beautiful.
real. Like, all you got to do is water this,
Yes.
right?
Now you just have the very gentle, just put water like this, and it's gonna be there for ages.
Oh.
I love it. Thank you so much to
Succulents
Melissa.
are supposed to be like the easiest plants to keep
I
alive.
know.
That's
It
the
was
kind of plants I
great.
need.
Yes. I
Yes.
really love it.
Yeah, so I'll definitely bring the one I got to Sabrina because she
There you go.
takes care of plants too.
Aw.
So yeah.
I will take care of my succulents, and Keith will take care of the real plants.
Oh, nice, and I still called it plants. My fault. All right, now
No,
folks.
they're plants.
Yeah, they're,
Okay.
they're little plants, but they're plants.
Cool. All right. Well, I learned something again today. Now, folks.
We're gonna teach you now.
Thank you. Thank you so much, y'all. Y'all can also catch more episodes, whether you missed this one or other past episodes, on yourview.com. Just visit yourview.com and check out all types of Living
Yes,
757
yes.
episodes.
You
Right.
also can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok under Living 757. You will find everything there.
Yes, you can. And if you want to share an idea for a segment, you can always share it via that email at the bottom of your screen. It's share@living757.com. You guys, we've had such a great show, but like every week, we have to leave you with some music. This is Stoked by Carl Wayne Weekends.
See you next week.
up on 20 years now, living through the ups and downs. I wouldn't change a thing. Girl, you're still my everything. A lot of folks bet we never make it. Y'all are too young, they called us crazy. Yes, through the years we've learned how to keep a fire burning, burning. Well, you got the stove, or move it around. Gotta keep it going, a little burnout. No joke if you lose the flame. It's gonna take work to get it back again. But if you take turns tending the fire all night long, you wake up in the morning, stove. All right, yeah. And we both know it ain't been easy. I'm a little hard-headed, she's a little needy. Then throw two tweens in the mix, man, the mess we deal with. So when our tank starts running low, we'll make more fuel to keep us going. These 20 years we've learned how to keep a fire burning, burning. You got the stove, move it around. Gotta keep it going, a little burnout. No joke if you lose the flame. It's gonna take work to get it back again. But if you take turns tending the fire all night long, you wake up in the morning, stove. Oh yeah. Stove. Oh yeah. Come on, let's go. Break it down for me, boys. Here we go. Oh girl, I'm stoked. That's how I feel. Living my life so fulfilled, yeah. Girl, you're in it. Ooh, you keep us winning. Yeah, I'm stoked about what's ahead. And even if it turns out bad, that keeps us working, keeping that fire burning. You got the stove, move it around. Gotta keep it going, a little burnout. No joke if you lose the flame. It's gonna take work to get it back again. But if you take turns tending the fire all night long, you wake up in the morning. You wake up in the morning. You wake up in the morning, yeah. Stove. Oh yeah, girl. Come on. Oh girl, I'm stoked. Take it on, boy. I felt good. That take felt good.